Hey everybody, Rob Hoke here, Bass Stalker Fishing. I wanted to do a video on something that I think is very important, organization. And I also wanted to show you a little project I'm working on to help me be better organized. And it's not only to keep things neat. I honestly think it's going to cut down on the stuff, how much tackle I need to bring out to the lake on a given day. But it's also gonna it makes things easier for me. It makes it easy to find stuff out on the water, and it makes bait changes quicker because I'm not digging around the boat looking for stuff. I know it's in this box. I grab it. My boxes are all labeled, and it just makes me more efficient out on the water. So I'll start by showing you the project I'm working on, and then I'll show you a couple of my boxes just so you can get an idea on how I lay my stuff out and why I think it makes it easier. So this is the project I'm working on. All this pegboard is gonna be for my soft plastics. I got about half of my stuff done. I mean, you could see a lot of missing spots there because it is the end of the season, and I desperately need a restock. I like to keep like 2 to 3 packs of each color bait that I use, just so I'm not running out last minute to the store, or I don't try to fish without it and then that ends up being the color I would have needed. But as you can see, I have everything labeled with the type of bait and the color. Um, and like I said, I like to keep 2 to 3 packs of stuff. I still have more stuff to do over there, but I'm in desperate need of a restock on some of this stuff. But the reason I think this is going to make it easier for me is because if I'm going to a lake with really dirty water, I know I'm going to need my darker colors, my black and blues, my June bugs, my blue fleck, and some chartreuse baits. So I'm going to bring those colors. I'm not going to need the watermelon seed colors or the more natural looking colors on that dark water. So that's gonna cut down on a lot of the plastics that I bring to the water, because normally I just bring all my plastics and I'm digging through stuff trying to find stuff. This way it's going to be a lot. I'm going to be able to be a lot more efficient. Now I want to get into my boxes and how I organize them. As you can see, everything is labeled. Everything has a place. And not only does this give me an idea of when I need to order stuff because I'm running low, it also makes it easier to find. So I know if I'm drop shot fishing, oh, here, I know my 2 drop shot hooks are right here. I know if I'm throwing a 6 1/4 inch Zoom Fluke stick, I know my 4/0 EWG hooks are right here. I got my heavy flipping hooks. Um, but this is kind of how I like to lay stuff out. It makes things very easy when I have all my hooks in one box. The next box is my square bill crankbait box. I don't break my stuff down by size. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell the difference between a 2.5 and a 1.5. I have it broken down into color, so I have my different colors here. I mean, I don't feel the need to have any more colors than that. I I would have added one more. I wish I had one more spot, but I can just mix them in. But I obviously don't have any of these yet because I really don't have a need for it. Um, but yeah, this is I know if I need a square bill, I go to my square bill box and I have all my stuff laid out. I just have to tell the difference between the 2.5 and the 1.5. So here's all my tackle storage over here. I have everything labeled so that when I am in the boat, it's easy for me to recognize stuff. Up there, I have my marker buoys, my extra fishing line and stuff, my scale right there. And lastly, here's I hung up all my rods. Um, I just think it looks neater. It's easier to to store them. They're not taking ground space. It also I have all my rods labeled, so I know if I need a football head jig rod, that's the rod I'm going to grab. Some of these rods are going to get swapped out for the Abu Garcia Veritas 2.0s, and there's going to be a couple new additions this winter. So, but I like having them up. They're up out of the way. They're not taking up space, and but yet they're still organized. So obviously you could see I'm trying to be a lot more organized, and I really do think it helps. It helps when you're out on the water to stay organized, and it also helps to just to make sure you don't have a mess with all your fishing stuff. If it's put away and it's put away properly, and it just makes things so much easier to find. On the water, it makes bait changes so much easier, and it also cuts down on some of the equipment you have to bring to the lake every day. But give it a try. I mean, you don't have to go as in depth as I'm going. It doesn't have to be as big as I'm doing it, but being a little more organized, I think, will definitely help you be more efficient on the water. But hope it helps. We'll take care. We'll talk to you later.